from Progressive Field in Cleveland tonight. The decisive winner-take-all. There is nothing like a winner-take-all Game 7 atmosphere in Major League Baseball. A crazed crowd on hand tonight. Well, whether you're inside the ballpark at Progressive Field or just on, here's how Joe Madden counters with Chicago's lineup. Fowler, Schwarber, and
Game 4. The Cubs were very aggressive on the first pitch. They swung on a lot of first pitch. Be a real challenge for Corey Kluber to cool off the red-hot bats.
Yeah, here are the cues.
In that third start, 313, and they've averaged almost
2-1 to foul to center field. Rajai Davis feeling for the wall, leaping, and it's gone! Oh, my! Series.
Chris Bryant homered in the first inning in last night's.
It's a ball and 2 strikes on Kyle Schwarber. Put in play, going to be a tough chance. The bare hand by Lindor is not in time. Bad knee and all, and Kyle Schwarber, for good measure, gives his left leg a kick. He's aboard on an infield single.
Well,
the 3-2. And Field, another ball well hit. Chisenhall demonstrative. Sends a slicing drive out the center. Davis is under it.
But somebody's got to be hollering at Kluber, step off, but obviously he didn't.
Pop into right. Nothing further. Carlos Santana, Jason Kipnis, and Francisco Lindor off the top. Kipnis. Carlos Santana ready to start things for the Tribe. There's a shot out to right. Handle
in the championship series, Game 6 against the Dodgers.
Hendricks went out. Arrieta was fantastic again last night. And a swing and a miss on a fine changeup by Kyle Hendricks.
Well, that's the calling card for Kyle Hendricks. He rarely throws a foul.
To second base. Baez to his right. And a bad throw. Rizzo can't finish. The Indians have a 2-out base runner. Napoli shatters his bat. Couple of bounces for Russell. He'll go the short way to force Lindor. Nothing comes of the 2-out error.
Different outfield alignment with Coco, Chris, Rajai Davis, and Chisenhall in the outfield.
Sit onto the left side of the infield for Lindor. Just 1 for 17 in World Series. Sliced into right. Chisenhall on the line. Broken bat pop for Lindor, and a very quick bounce back inning for Corey Kluber.
Now the defense for Chicago, they have really played well throughout this World Series.
The payoff pitch home. Back up the box off Hendricks. Barehanding attempt by Russell, but not in time to get it done as it squirts through, and it's an infield single for Ramirez. Their base running ability that has not really played a got him! On cue, get ready to say that hasn't played a big role in this series. And Ramirez. And Chisenhall fights off a base hit into left. Man. Davis jammed, rolls it to Bryant. Relay to first in time to get the best speed on the field. Wow. An inning that started out with so much problem.
Everybody talks about it being a normal game. It doesn't look like it to me. 340, but it's been a different story here in the World Series.
There's a ball well hit to left. Crisp is ex-Red Sox teammates visiting there. Dexter Fowler on the first pitch. Lines to Chisenhall. First pitches have been strikes tonight. Schwarber lines into the corner. Chisenhall gets to it quickly. Throw into second is in time to get him. A redeeming defensive moment for Lonnie Chisenhall. Love to celebrate it with a World Series win. Lined into the opposite corner and slicing away from Zobrist. Crisp has great speed. He's going to get in a second with a leadoff double. see how they play it here. There he goes, and Perez gets the bunt down. A perfect bunt. I mean, the Cubs couldn't have played it any better, but there was nothing they could do with the perfect bunt by Roberto Perez.
Boy, he did it perfectly. You're right. And
5 sac flies during the regular season. Throw into third. Santana into right, and this game is tied. Again, that's another pitch that Kipnis is right on. He fouls the 2-2 to Kipnis. A chopper to shortstop. Took a bad hop. Russell stayed with it. To Baez, they get the out there. And it looks like that's going to be reviewed. And the runner is safe. The call's overturned.
Stuck.
Into the opposite field. Zobrist is out there. Stump. A terrific return. Napoli with a shot to third, gobbled up by Bryant. Oh, Napoli hit that one on the screws. But 2 hits. Here's the next 3-2 pitch. Bryant strokes a base hit into the small hole that existed on the left side of the infield. And that one hits Rizzo. He's been hit almost 50 times over the last 2 years, annually on that league leader list, much to his chagrin. But on the ground to first base, Napoli, a bad throw. Lindor does a great job just to get back to the bag and get 1 out.
The start of this series, we
over 100 games, hit into 11. Shallow left. Davis and Crisp are on the move. Davis calls for it. Tagging up at third is Bryant. Throw to the plate is not in time. Bryant gets underneath the tag. Wow. Davis made that catch. Davis has to get on his horse, and that one's off the wall. It's going to score Zobrist from second. In what is most likely Wilson Contreras' last at-bat of the world. However, what does he have on 3 and 2? Ramirez with the bouncer to the right side of the infield. Flagged down by Rizzo. Pop-up faded into left. And there are 2. Leader really has not had an opportunity to run in the fall. That's a foul ball. He just hasn't been able to get on base. And as the old adage goes, you can't steal first. Davis with a soft liner the other way for Hayward. And it's the first inning tonight on 4 hits for Cleveland. Into right center. That ball is crushed and gone.
The game. He deserved a better fate. The defense.
A base hit to left. On the ground. Flip to second for 1. The relay back to first by Kipnis is in time to double him up. Boy, they had him defensed perfectly, and Lindor at shortstop was near.
There's
the call's upheld.
Yep.
The next 3-2. Wow. Miller just missed the corner on a borderline. 2 of the great personal stories in this World Series. Bryant runs. He had a huge head start. There's a base. Bryant with him. Chisenhall, the relay to the plate. Not in time. Wow! Chicago. Zobrist into left center field.
Good game in that pitcher.
Bouncer to second base for Baez. And Crisp is
just never got healthy.
And a called strike 3 taken by Perez. 2 gone in the last of the 5th. 71st of 78 qualified starters. He loses Santana on their first pitching change of the night as Hendricks exits. All in one
Different
strike.
scenario tonight.
And it's been a long.
But he pitched very well.
Little dribbler, tough play for Ross. He barehands, throws to first. It's wild. Kipnis is safe. Santana on his way to third.
Mindset.
That one bounces. It's a wild pitch that brings in Santana. Here comes Kipnis. He's safe. Swing and a miss. The Indians do
With 2 big extra base hits.
Napoli in foul ground. One of Ross now, his first battery mates. Field. Davis fielding for the wall, and it's gone! The guy they call Grandpa Rossi. Quite a farewell act.
Stretch glove.
Jason Hayward bounces it to the right side. Napoli. And a swing and a miss by Baez finishes the top of the 6th. Not before Chicago can add on again. And the kind of game that nobody saw coming. You got a wild pitch that scored.
Pitcher we'll see in this game.
Napoli made a late decision there to try to swing and ends up striking out. Back-to-back strikeouts for Lester dating back
2014.
Ground ball in the shortstop. Russell's up with it. Throw to first just in time. Success against him. And there's his first base hit against him in World. Davis with a chopper over the mound. Baez gets to it. Throw to first is in time to get Davis and retire the side. If needed for Cleveland, he'll play a role tonight at some point. And to right, third hit of the ball game for Dexter.
Yeah, he's had it working.
Schwarber into the opposite field. That could be trouble. Crisp is out. He goes 2 1/3, allows 2 earned runs today. He has singled and scored 2 runs tonight. As you take a look at the number. Popped into foul territory, angling toward the Cub dugout. Nobody.
The ball was a catchable ball that hits just about shoulder.
Fowler runs, a swing and a miss. Throw down to second base is in time to get him. Strike him out, throw him out, double play.
Obviously, the Indians have the firepower to get back in.
Crisp lifts a fly ball to left for Ben Zobrist. They caught a shutout that happened in game 1. And there's ball 4 to Perez. First pitch to the switch hitter, right back to Lester. It's stuck in his glove. Got him swinging. Swing and a miss. Holmes will throw down to finish the out. Not what you'd think in game 7. And that's been the case here tonight. Bounce to first. Napoli with a nip. Napoli squeezes it. I think it should be noted, Mike Chernoff, the GM, that the Indians have put together this. Lindor on a sharp hop to Russell. To win a World Series. A called strike 3. 4 outs away. 16 Cubs even more amazing is the fact that they're 4 years removed. Safe chance to win a World Series.
Chapman's
won against the Diamondbacks. Geyer into the gap. That's going to get down and do a little damage. Here comes Ramirez being waved around to score. Geyer into second. It's a 2-run ball game. The next 2-2. Davis to left and will hit. Oh my! It's gone! Santa Maria! Crisp with a base hit. There he goes on 2-2. A swing and a miss by Gomes. Throw down to second is airmailed into center field, but it doesn't matter. Allen's 3-1 home, and he loses the leadoff hitter on ball 4. Hayward on a couple of hops to second. Kipnis to Lindor. No relay to first. Lindor 1 to Javier Baez, who is 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts against Shaw. Meanwhile, Shaw is falling behind. Hayward runs a swing and a miss. Throw to second. Bounces away from Kipnis. Hayward's on his way to third. The go-ahead run 90 feet away. Shaw's 3-2. Baez bunting, foul, and striking out. Oh my goodness. Joe Madden wants to live by the sword. 2-0 to Fowler. A one-hopper up the middle. Lindor gets him! Oh! Ball out to shallow left. And there's... Got him swinging. Went back to the fastball, and there are 2 away. First pitch popped him up. Hayward's got it, and Game 7 is going to extra innings in
play in this postseason, the World Series.
Schwarber with a sharply hit ball into right, a base hit. Shaw's in center field. It's carrying. Davis is back at the track. A loud first out. Almora tags up and gets to second. And the intentional pass is completed to Rizzo, though that one didn't miss. Into the left field corner. Almora coming around to score. And Chicago has reclaimed the lead.
Fouling off a pitch in a similar spot away, but that time he stayed on it and kept it fair to drive home.
And Montero punches a base hit the other way. Rizzo called on to work in relief tonight. He's made a pair of World Series starts. 0-2 in the infield again in for Cleveland. Next pitch to Hayward. A swing and a miss. And there are 2 gone here in the 10th. The 2-2. The fly ball into center. Davis is camped under it to retire the side, and the Indians once again have work to do. Carl Edwards Jr. making his 8th postseason appearance, and I think we can see that teammate died in a car accident, and Edwards instead decided to enter the draft. He strikes out Mike Napoli, and the Cubs are 2 outs away from World Series. The 2-2 to him is bounced to shortstop. Russell to... There's ball 4, and Davis
at Cincinnati.
Davis with a base hit back up the middle. 16. We'll be right back. It'll be just to the Indians from the Red Sox roster. Little tapper to Bryant to win the World Series for the Chicago Cubs. The Chicago Cubs are 2016 World Series.